God, I'm hanging out on Terraria. Alright, we're building that one NPC thing that we started on yesterday. So yeah, let's get to work. I'm watching Coop. Top 5 things Nerf noobs do. I can evaluate this.
Hey bros, I'm Frank. This is the top 5.
Obviously, I know a lot about Nerf guns, and I've actually shot actual guns.
That guy's never heard before. Yeah, here's the top 5. As always, with any list, my opinion of the top 5. Well, that would be 10, but just 5. Number 5, the misunderstanding of how accurate a Nerf blaster is.
Yes, they are extremely inaccurate.
Assumes, oh, the sights are on the dude who pulls the trigger. Oh, I hit him. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you. The new guys probably aren't even trying to cheat. They just assume it's like Call of Duty where, oh, my crosshairs are on you. I pulled the trigger. Oh, that's a hit. Nerf blasters have pretty limited accuracy, bros. When you blind or calling it on them. This is a trait of a noob and also just a cheater, but let's focus on the noob here. Number 4 on my list, calling this thing a clip.
Magazine.
Nope, it's a magazine. You see that spring feeding the projectile into the blaster? That is the definition of a magazine, not a clip. Coop Hasbro made it and they call it a clip, so it's a clip. Hey, I was just in my kitchen and I made some of this. You know what this is called? This is called pizza. I made it so I get to name it whatever I want. No bros, the mechanical device magazine was already in existence when Nerf used this engineering. Is it a big deal? No, but you're still objectively wrong if you call this a clip.
Magazine. Clips are what civvies use in their hair.
Dude, look at that dog. Dude, look at that girl. Okay, well now that's number 3 on the list, drawing inaccurate parallels from the firearm world.
Yes, I have actually used.
Nerf theory. For example, thinking this is a sniper rifle.
Your symbol looks like it's been created in Terraria. It looks like you used. I mean, I don't know. Like your symbol looks like it was made from a gem spark. Not gonna lie, like diamond. That's not a bad thing though. It's actually kind of a good thing. I love gem spark walls. Yeah, I can definitely say I have shot real guns. I've even shot an AK. Sadly, it was not automatic. I've shot an AK. I've shot pistols. I've shot shotguns before too. But I really don't shoot anything of a top caliber, so I know what an actual gun feels like. And yeah.
Because it looks like a real steel sniper rifle. Oh, it's higher caliber. Oh, it has a scope.
No, it won't. It won't.
Inaccurate parallel. Barrel length actually affects your range or accuracy. Most Nerf blasters, this one included, uses a faux barrel. It's not a real functioning barrel like how a firearm barrel works. Many things in the firearm, airsoft, and paintball communities transfer over to Nerf, like some of our gear and how we carry stuff. It's not really the item in itself because it looks right. It's because the logic is still there. We still use external box magazines, so we can carry external box magazines just like operators. But you look like a noob when you apply something without understanding the logic and just assuming it transfers over to Nerf, like this entire blaster. And of course, this is when you're super serious about it, not when you're making silly tactical videos on YouTube like that. Don't take anything I ever say ever seriously. And number 2 on the list is improper or sloppy operation of blasters and accessories. Everybody's been there. You want to reload faster? You're going to have to practice. You look like a noob when you're fumbling around and you don't know how to do it.
I mean, I've somewhat practiced at like the Helios reload. I got one right here. Like, you know, you do this. See that? You don't want to, especially with the rifle ones, because if you actually hit the magazine improperly with the rifle, you can accidentally eject the ammo. So yeah. Also, another good tip is don't leave your Nerf guns cocked, because if you do, it can wear out the spring. So I actually have stopped. Oh, sorry. Oh, I said sorry. That's why I have barely even cocked any of my Nerf guns. My Kronos is cocked because I can't uncock it without making it like less than the mag.
Load faster, you're gonna have to practice. You look like a noob when you're fumbling around and you don't know how to do it because you haven't done it. This isn't a bad thing, it's just an inexperienced thing, but it still makes you look like a noob because you're a noob. Okay, another example, the chicken wing.
Like this. Yeah, I agree. A Nerf gun. I know, I'm doing a lot of this. Here, hold on. Here, deal with my life problems. Hey. This is a heavy. This is a heavy Nerf blaster. If you want to hold it. So I'm gonna use the dominant arm. So many people might use left hand. So I'm a right-handed user. So my dominant arm I'm gonna call my right, and my non-dominant arm I'm gonna call my left. You're gonna take your right dominant and you always put it on the trigger. Take your left and you do that. You do that like this. You do that. Well, so that's simple. Here's a rifle. Here's a Nerf gun. You don't do this. You don't do this. Take your right hand. Take the stock. Shoulder it. Take your left hand. Go right beyond the magazine. If you have it, non-bullpup. And put your shoulder like that. Do that. You can do this, but I recommend you do that. It is kind of weird on that though. And finally, pistols. You should not be doing this. If you can, I usually try to put my hand like this, but I can do that. Since this one has like a... Actually, I could show you on a Chronos. A Chronos is better for doing this, but I usually hold my guns how I hold my real-life guns. You put like that, and then you put that. It might be uncomfortable, so I usually just put like that. And... yeah. Oh, and stockless, yeah. Then you do like this, you take that. If you're aiming, you do it like that. You aim it farthest away you can. I know, it's Nerf lessons from race. Yeah, mind me. Keep going. I hate the chicken wing.
And the last one, the #1 way you look like a noob at a Nerf war, calling this thing a bullet. This one makes sense, because if somebody doesn't point out to you...
Yeah, this is not a bullet, this is a dart.
The only thing you have in your database of vocabulary to describe this is a bullet. So I totally get it. If you don't know that we call it darts, what do you call it? Well, gun shoots bullets, you kind of like the gun. Okay, let's call it a bullet. The word bullet is super aggressive, so if you're talking to somebody, oh man, I sprayed them with bullets, it sounds like you're talking about guns. I mean, come on, bullet. Foam Nerf dart. I mean, obviously foam Nerf dart is first more accurate and also less aggressive and more playful, because we're not trying to shoot bullets at people, we're trying to fling foam. I mean, come on. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Throw me a clip. I think I'm jammed. I'm good. I'm jammed. I just need to... oh! I've fallen and I can't get up. There are tons of ways you can show up to a Nerf war and look like that I see that identify people as noobs.
Top 5 worst Nerf blaster. Well, actually, this is old.
I am a business hotel.
Worst blaster. People think the deploy is the worst. I think that the Warden is the worst Nerf blaster. At least I heard the deploy. You can somewhat use the deploy. You can't use the Warden. It literally breaks right out of the box. I'm not buying one unless I'm like desperate for YouTube content. I mean, I was thinking about getting one, seeing how fast I can break it. I need food.
What up, you bros? I'm Frank. This is another episode of Top 5, a series where I go over top 5 something. In this episode, we're going over the top 5 worst Nerf blasters of all time. Is it an oxymoron to say top 5? Probably. I don't know. Here's the top 5 worst Nerf blasters, in my opinion. Starting with number 5. This blaster goes by 2 names because of the reshell, the crossfire bow, or the blaze fire. It's effectively the same blaster. It's the same blaster, a reshell with a new color. You can't fool us, Hasbro. Change the color, we assume it's a new blaster. Lay note. The top 5 list. It has meh performance, just not extraordinary. Almost average, but a little bit below average. But primarily because it's way oversized for what it offers. It has 4 shots, and it's massive. Beyond the 4 shots, it has a...
yeah, why would you use that when you can use something like a hammer shot?
It's just a silly design. Meh performance, big, slow, and honestly, it's just outdated. And I mean, bows, come on, guys. Like, not even a real bow. It has all the inconveniences of the bow, but then it's still a blaster and like a gun with a trigger in the ends. Like, what? But it looks cute.
Yeah, this thing holds 4 shots and it's harder to load. Hammer shot you can shoot with like one hand. If you're skilled enough.
Now to number 4, a little bit of an unorthodox blaster.
If you're skilled enough, which sadly I'm not really that skilled with this, you can theoretically dual wield. If you can reload dual revolvers, that is. I could see the most skilled nerfers being able to dual wield a hammer shot. If someone has a reload of a hammer shot dual wield, I will literally just love to see it. I love it.
This whole list is filled with these stupid unorthodox ones, but these slingshots. Why did this make the top 5 list?
Ew.
It's a single shot, so very low capacity. It takes forever to load and fire, and it's just weird. It doesn't have a trigger, so it's just pull and release. It's inaccurate.
Just use a jolt.
It's difficult to aim well. The performance is meh. Firing velocity is a little bit slow, but it's primarily the lack of ability to hit anything because it's pull and release, and you're sitting there going, I can't aim it, and it's just silly. It's like a triad with smaller capacity, poorer performance, and it's bigger. Just go buy a triad, it's better. Top 5 bottom list, or bottom 5, that is number 4. That is number 3. Not really a real blaster. Might get a little bit of flack on this one because it's not a traditional one, but the Terraria blaster, RC car blaster slash.
I don't see that one being useful. The Terra Scout would be better.
Make the bottom 5 list. It's expensive. It has poor performance. It's really slow. It's just, it doesn't move well. It doesn't shoot well. It's kind of annoying to reload. It's impractical for pretty much every use ever. And that's cool. You can have stupid things that don't really do anything very well, but this is really expensive, so I disagree with it. It's really, really gimmicky and it's bad. Yeah. And I mean, come on. The Terra Scout. Heck yeah, buy this one. This blaster's friggin' awesome. This is just good at everything it tries. Well, almost, other than Terra Drone. Ain't got nothing on the Terra Scout, bruh. Not even gonna make the verses, because just hands down, Terra Scout is clear victory. But that is the number 3, getting down to the bottom 2. What's gonna be number 1 and 2? Might surprise a few people. Number 2, the barrel break. Yeah, a throwback here. So
Oh, I heard this, Bram.
might not have even used the barrel break because it was pre-elite ages ago. I feel like, remember, what year was it? What year is it now? Seriously, what year is it? Barrel break is kind of old, but why is it on the bottom 5 list? Pretty much everything. Very poor performance.
Bad reload. Again, hammer shot could beat it.
It's slow. It's so gimmicky. You have to prime it in a stupid way, and then you load in 2 darts, and after all that mess, you have 2 shots, and then you have to go reload again. Just impractical. But most of the break action blasters just are not more effective at all. Very gimmicky, but you know, if you're in cosplay and you need to look like a pirate or something, yeah. That is number 2. What is number 1? The worst Nerf blaster of all time. My regular viewers are probably thinking about 2 blasters right now. Which is it going to be? Because one didn't even make the top 5 list or top bottom list. Uh-oh. 1 or 2. The number 1 worst Nerf blaster of all time. The Deploy. How many people are just like, oh, I want to deploy. Unsubscribe. I hate you. You're bad. Google Analytics allows me to see precisely when people left this video, so I figured quite a few haters just left a moment ago. Why did the Nerf Deploy take the number 1 slot on this blaster? Pretty much everything. That whole blaster, its entire existence, and the idea of the blaster is just that. Oh, is that not enough reason for you? Okay, I'll get into the specifics. Number 1, everything. I already covered that one. Number 2, performance, the function, the ergonomics, the usability, the lack of smooth operation, the overall mechanical design, the whole gimmicky, oh look, it's a small blaster, but when it's not small, it's rather large, and then, oh snap, it deploys! Woo! Go gadget Nerf blaster. I would be holding one to show you this, but I destroyed my last one, and I'm not going to waste money on another. And if anybody happens to send me one, because they're like, oh, if he doesn't want to pay for one, I'll send it to him. Yeah, I'll set it on fire, so don't. Or do. I'll set it on fire anyways. You can't burn plastic, Frank. That's bad for the ozone layer. Yeah, the brozone layer can get over it, bro. It'll filter it out because it'll say, oh, these fumes are from the deploy, and eject them into space so that it's not even Earth's problem anymore. Yeah, I made that up. Seriously. Number 1 worst Nerf blaster of all time, the Deploy. But if you're a regular viewer, you probably knew it. Why didn't the Centurion make the top 5 list? Because I had to really reflect on my own opinion on the Centurion.
Centurion is okay.
Hating that and the Deploy, and I hate them both equally.
Won't really use it in a tactical fight.
It's objectively, empirically, factually a poor blaster. It's just bad. It's just, you're a baddie if you like it. I'm sorry. You're a baddie. Yeah, you.
I mean, I'm not what's called. I know it's rival versus dart, and it almost always wins, but this guy was trying to snipe me with a Centurion in our Nerf war, and I swept out a rifle and popped him in the face. Like, I snuck right behind him and popped him. And other times, I just shot him straight up in a 1v1. Actually, he's using this one. He's using this exact Centurion. Like, oh, I'm holding my Deploy. I like my Deploy. Daddy, boom. The
Centurion, though, shoots pretty well. You know, if you want to go slow, it'll work fine. If you try to run it hard, it'll jam up. But yeah, not really worthy of the top 5 list because I think these other 5 clearly defeat the Centurion. And this is the top 5 worst blasters, not top 5 hated by Frank Cooper. And that would be a different video. Honorable mention on the top 5 list, BT Dubs, the long shot front gun. But it's not really a real gun, it's an accessory to another gun, so in that regard, it does okay. It's better than nothing. Is being better than nothing really still worth having? Probably not. I'd rather have less crap on the end of my long shot, but that's just me. So that is my top 5, bottom 5 worst blasters, top 5 worst, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? 5 really terrible Nerf blasters. If you disagree, leave a comment in the section below and tell me what your bottom 5 blasters are. Oh, he asked me to comment, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna explain why the deploy is really superior and why Coop's a noob because he doesn't like it. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm doing that right now. Oh, now he's mocking me with the black and white effect. Oh, I can't type this now. I can't hit submit. I love YouTube comments. Oh man, they're so uplifting. It's like the best of the internet. I kid. That's my top 5 worst Nerf blasters of all time list. Leave a comment if you disagree. That's the video. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, stay tactical.
Nerf Prometheus.
What up, dude bros? I'm Frank. This is a video review of the Nerf rival Prometheus. The Prometheus is in the rival series, so of course it shoots the rival rounds. It's fully automatic, flywheel powered with a 200 round capacity, twice that of the Nerf Nemesis. So if you thought the Nemesis was already OP AF, if you know what I mean, the Prometheus has twice the capacity and a higher rate of fire. This is the heavy gunner's dream. The Prometheus officially launches in fall of 2018 and will retail for $199.99, or about $200. Hasbro was nice enough to send me this sample unit right before the launch to get the review out, so let's get into it. Included is the blaster, a rechargeable battery, 200 rifle rounds, blast blue red team indicator flags, the shoulder strap, charger, detachable handle, and the instructions. The feet snap into place very simply. These are not designed to be removable.
That's correct.
The carry handle is just as easy to snap in, but it's designed to be removed, so if you want to switch to the other side for a right.
Probably one of the best Nerf blasters ever made. The only bad thing I don't like is that I can't aim it, but I just...
You can slide it into the blaster and
It's Rebel.
So let's go over the external features of the Prometheus starting up at the front. As with all rival blasters, this does not have an in-strike attachment point for barrel extensions or anything. Up front you have 2 sling attachment points, one on each side. This shoulder strap or sling is included with the blaster. They have nice little carabiner clips on the sides, so you can attach those pretty easily. Above the rails is the front carry handle. The Prometheus doesn't have traditional ergonomics. You're not supposed to shoulder it like a normal blaster. You're supposed to hold it lower and pretty much shoot from the hip all the time. So the front handle is almost essential for that firing position. The actual handle component here spins freely on this little handle rig. So when you go to change your elevation, it spins freely and it's just comfortable. The button right in front of the handle, when pressed, allows you to pull out the carry handle. This is supposed to be removable. So if you want to switch it to the other side, you can. I like that it's removable, so you can get out of the way of a tactical sling if you want to run a particular rig, or for a right or left-handed shooter, or if you just want to get rid of it completely. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it frees up some space up there. Underneath the carry handle right here is a rival rail, so you can fix a sight or whatever. Obviously, if you keep the front handle attached to the blaster, you're limited on what you can fit on that rail. Underneath the blaster are these like feet, kind of like snowshoes for the blaster. Once you attach these, they're not designed to be removable, so they're supposed to stay in place. But I like them, so if you set it down on a table like this or something, there's no balance.
Same, I like that.
Also underneath the blaster is another rival rail. Not sure what you would want to attach there, but it's really awesome that you can attach something there. A bipod, a laser sight, or a tactical scope for inverted like Aussie shooting? I don't know. Moving up to the hopper unit, the capacity of the hopper is 200 rival rounds. 200 rounds. That's
a lot of balls.
Silly balls. The Nemesis hopper held 100, and that was a ton of rounds. super fast to reload. It's also worth noting the hopper door here is a little bit larger than the Nemesis hopper, so I've been able to speed reload this a little bit faster than the Nemesis without dropping as many balls, because it's a wider opening. And when you're loaded up, you can shut that hopper door like that. There's a little lock here, just like on the Nemesis, so if you don't shut the hopper all the way, the blaster might not turn on, meaning you can't fire in the open position. The hopper door has to be closed. I haven't experienced any jams or malfunctions firing the Prometheus through my testing procedure, but if you do experience a jam, you can pull up on this rail here and then lift the hopper out of its place, which exposes the flywheel unit and the heating conveyor belt. This is essentially the access door. You pull off the hopper and you can have the same access to the firing mechanism. So if your balls got squished up in there, and you have to clear the jam, that's how you do it. You pull out the balls and return the hopper to its place, close the door, and they're ready to go. Moving on, in the side of the blaster right here, there's a little more.
Yes.
It's a There's another error and something's not working with the blaster. You can reset the electronics with this button. You get a paperclip and you poke it, and it resets. Moving back to the main handle.
I've never noticed that button.
The Prometheus are a little irregular. It's not designed to
What? Where is it? Is it on this side? Oh, there it is. There's the reset button.
Up here you have 3 user controls. This box, the red switch, which
Although I've nearly never jammed with the Prometheus before.
switch activated with the thumb allows you to fire the blaster if it's ready. And the side switch, which is mirrored on the other side as well, is the safe. In the safe position, you're not able to rev or pull the trigger. When you deactivate the safe, you're able to rev. In the front of the group, you have an indicator light. Right now it's green solid, which means all systems fine, you're ready to fire. Flashing red means your battery's getting low and you need to pull that out to recharge it. And solid red means your battery has no charge and you definitely need to recharge it. But I beg the question, how do you have the energy to show solid red if the battery has no charge? It obviously has a little charge, unless there's a backup battery in here just to turn on the red light, which would be kind of fun. Joking aside, I think it's really convenient to have that indicator light to show you the status of the battery. But just like with the Infinite, I was a little concerned with the current draw of this little light. If you're just a casual nerfer and you charge up the blaster, you play a little bit and you set it down, and you're not going to nerf for another week, it's kind of annoying to store the battery outside of the blaster. You might lose it or damage it, and you didn't play enough to completely make it flat, so you can get another game out of it next week. But it has a 2-minute timer to turn off, so it's not just going to be slowly pulling current from your battery to make your blaster go flat. And I did double check the feature. After you grab the blaster or fire it or push anything, you have to wait 2 minutes and then it will turn off. That's it for the handle. Right behind the handle is a rear swing attachment point. This one controls freely like that for the style points. Not really for the style points, it's for the convenience of it shifting around in the bottom. And below that is the rechargeable battery pack that's installed in this form right now. This rechargeable pack is included with the Prometheus and it's not the same as the other rival rechargeable pack. To remove the battery, you take out the seal till it's full and just pull it out of place. It's an enclosed battery system with these cool little like battery covers similar to the other rechargeable pack. So it should be relatively safe when it's disconnected from the blaster. However, I'll be storing mine in the blaster to make sure I don't lose it and to make sure I don't damage it on its own. The included charger is the same type included with the other Nerf rival rechargeable pack. Including a rechargeable battery pack increases the cost of this blaster, but I think it was a brilliant call because the weight of this is reasonable. The Nemesis is a pretty heavy blaster with 60 alkaline batteries. When you put in that rechargeable battery pack, it gets substantially lighter. It would be really heavy and kind of annoying to carry around a Prometheus if it had 6 or probably 8 alkaline batteries. So while it makes it more expensive, it's a more wieldy blaster, more comfortable and fun to use. More on the battery in my opinion segment, so those are the externals of the Prometheus. Operation of the blaster.
Yeah, the price is the only bad thing about the Prometheus, but right now it actually sells like $180 on Amazon. I would say if you have to buy one, you should buy one within the next 5 years because the Prometheus is no longer manufactured. And that actually is the second weakness of the Prometheus. Oh, and let's not talk about the people that have actually made God Hoppers. You know what I'd buy from Nerf? A lever action shotgun. Like a lever action shotgun rifle gun. I would buy that. It looks like a hunting rifle, but more futuristic and rival.
It's so much fun! Not a full hopper, just gonna go
I feel that.
without pulling off the trigger, like I'm trying to mow down like a forest.
I will say another really good fun thing about the Prometheus, if you have it in battle, you will suppress any, if not all, competition for those people that have normal rifle blasters.
That's 200.
Especially if you have like a modded one, which I don't. I might let my dad, like, if he like agrees that he'll replace it if he breaks it, I might let him see if I can get like a dewalled battery. I mean, I'm planning on doing experiments with my Percy's this summer after I pay off some things I have. Da 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 dum. 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 40 consecutive effing seconds of fire. The only bad thing about it, well, if you take away the price, the only bad thing about the Prometheus is cleaning up the frickin' mess you've just made. That's it.
As you can no doubt tell, shooting the Prometheus is a blast. I mean, it is so much fun. The Nemesis was super fun when it came out, and I really didn't think it'd be that much more fun than the Nemesis, because the Nemesis is already overpowered. But the slightly faster rate of fire and twice the capacity, shooting the Prometheus is so much fun. It's just ridiculous. It honestly feels like you're using a modified Nerf blaster with the hopped up rate of fire. It's just, I mean, I feel like if there was a forest in front of me, I feel like I could just sway back and forth with lanes of foam to just knock down all of the brush. Obviously, the little foam balls might bounce off of trees, but in my imagination, I'm just knocking stuff down, just making lanes. My imagination is far more entertaining than reality. I'm not crazy though, maybe a little. Sanity is overrated. And I did not experience any jams or malfunctions using the Prometheus in my standard testing procedure.
And neither did I.
Prometheus up on my chronograph, and I achieved an average velocity of 93 feet per second, which is a little softer than that 100 FPS.
Yeah, a little soft.
But you're certainly not going to get outdone shooting 93 FPS instead of 100 FPS, particularly with the rate of fire of the Prometheus. So it fires pretty hard, the rate of fire is nice, I did not experience any jams or malfunctions. Overall, the Prometheus does what it advertises. So there's certainly no...
God, that sucks, because I really want to turn my Percy's into a main blaster, but the problem about it is that it blows your ammo. I mean, there's a mod that gives it like 200 rounds, and it's about $50 on Out of Darts. I'm thinking about getting that, and plus a block barrel and I might see if I can let my dad do an experimental, like, quote-unquote turbocharge. My plan is to have a switch to both the firing system and the belt that feeds, like the feeding system and firing system. I want to do that, but I want to put a switch onto the feeding system. And here's why. Because I don't want it to feed fast. Well, some moments I want it to feed fast, but I want extended velocity. So I probably want like switches on both things. If I'm making these.
Objective reason not to buy the Prometheus. Thumbs up. Now to my personal opinion on the blaster, this thing is super fun. It's just a total joy to use. Shooting lanes of foam like this, it really feels like a modified blaster. It does come in at a pretty high price point and retails for about $200 US, which is expensive. But in my opinion, the cost makes sense. It includes 200 rival rounds, which is about $40 on its own, plus the rechargeable battery pack, which could be maybe about $30 US. It's also a bigger blaster and requires more plastic to build, and it has a little circuit board, I'm sure, to enable that auto-off feature with the status indicator light. The status indicator light I think is pretty cool, but it adds another cost. So I don't want to say $200 is not a lot of money, because it is, especially for a Nerf blaster, but I don't think it's illogical compared to the Nemesis and compared to the other offerings by Nerf. I really like that they included that rechargeable battery. It is a proprietary battery. It's not compatible with the other Nerf rechargeable rival battery, but that makes sense. To incorporate that battery into this design, they would have had to rebuild the entire rear end. Perhaps it would have been possible, I don't know, but to sell this blaster with the intent of users using alkaline batteries would be ridiculous. It would be so heavy, and in this configuration it would be super back heavy. It's just not fun to use with the weight of alkalines. This rechargeable pack is pretty lightweight, making this whole thing feel actually lighter than the Nemesis when you run alkalines.
It does.
The feet here, I think they look kind of strange, but it's been really convenient just to be able to set it down like that. Particularly to reload. The Nemesis, for example, you're supposed to hold and reload. You don't really set that blaster down. With this, it'd be kind of annoying to hold it with one hand and then try to load like that. So it's nice to be able to set it down and know it won't like tip over. Because talk about dropping the ball. You get it? Get it? It was a pun. When used in the intended position, I think it's a tiny detail, but this thing being able to freely spin like this really helps the comfort of being able to quickly change your target. This freedom of motion allows me to have control over the front of the blaster, but it also allows it to move somewhat freely. While it's a relatively small detail, I really appreciate that the hopper door is also larger in width. It's bigger target, so you don't drop as many balls when you're trying to reload quickly. that was a gripe of mine with the Nemesis because it tapers up like that, making this little slot pretty small. So if you try to reload quickly, I end up dropping balls all over the place. So overall opinion on the Prometheus, like design-wise, completely ignoring cost, super positive. I really like the
Yeah, ignoring cost?
The performance is fantastic. I really appreciate.
I may be honest, like, you know, I keep saying it. Ignoring cost, if you walk into a battle with a Prometheus and everybody in... If you walk into battle with a Prometheus, you're gonna kick some ass. I mean, literally, I'm saying like this right now. Oh my god. The homie's all the way right there. Like, yeah, I'm acknowledging it takes skill to use the gun, but God, I can't say anything negative except if you had to include Bryce, I can't say anything negative about the Prometheus. It's so fun to use. If you go into well, 9 times out of 10 when I'm using the Prometheus, I'm not joking, I'm gonna win. And I know it's obvious. Just consider if I see something obvious, you know, and I know it is. Everybody will start trying to run away from me, and they're scared of the Prometheus. I don't blame them. I don't let anybody use it, not because it's, oh, I don't want to get beat. I could probably beat them with the Prometheus. But I don't want people getting their germs all over it. And plus, it's a $200 blaster, so why would you let somebody borrow a $200 gun? Okay. Wait, did I? Why are people getting mad at me on Insta? I don't get it. You're probably wondering, oh, did you do something bad? Did you like do something really, really bad? Because somebody posted a 9/11 meme, and I said it's not funny, and someone said imagine being you. So I just posted, what's it called? I posted that's a lot coming from you. Yeah, imagine being me. Oh, don't have to imagine. It's because I am me. Yeah, imagine being me. Imagine me saying that making a 9/11 joke isn't funny. Oh, by the way, here, you know that is funny? I'm gonna make a joke. It's called your life. Get it? Because your life is garbage. I don't get why people are, like, heartless. And I know there were people in the comments saying, bro, this was 20 years ago, get over it. Like, yeah, there you go. I even had another person say, oh, bro, you weren't around to witness 9/11, so why you act all traumatized? It's kind of weird how I'm repulsed by a act of terror that involved killing many, many innocents. It's kind of weird. Well, I guess if I'm applying his logic, I can't feel bad for the Holocaust survivors because I wasn't born in 1940. Or I wasn't alive in the 1940s. Now you see this guy's stupid ass logic. I didn't... Dude, I've not gotten a comment that was positive. Like, everybody, like, I literally keep saying, oh, it's not funny. And people are like, oh, bro, it's funny, lol. Like, imagine being you, like, dude, how I'm sorry if I say this, I'm actually surrounded by retards in that comment section. I have no idea how people are literally able to keep themselves from falling over and drooling from the lack of brain power they have. I'm surprised they can even, like, digest. It's embarrassing. You know, actually, come to think about it, those are probably the virgin losers that didn't go to school and learn about how bad the attack really was. Like, dude, just, yeah, like, did you pay attention at all in class? Like, that... Oh, there's 69. Like, I wanna, like, you know, I wanna, like, question, like, why are you mad? Like, what's it called? Like, I somewhat almost wanted to think of myself as being woke, but, like, how can you call me that if I'm literally mad about one of the worst events in my country happening and being joked about? Like, that's just sad. I'm telling you this right now, if you joke about 9/11, you actually suck. You should actually reconsider what you are doing in your life. And I'm not retracting that statement. You can actually, like, stop. It's not freaking funny. People actually died in... People actually died in that. Wait, what? Am I tripping? Oh, no, I'm not. So, you know, like, what's it called? Let's see, where's the, come on, no, it didn't show notification. I've literally gotten 5 people tell me that it was just a joke. I don't care. I just don't care. That actually really made me sad. They call me a little baby or whatever you want. But, damn, dude, that actually made me almost want to cry. Like, why would you joke about that? People literally had to jump off a building to kill themselves because they didn't want to burn in the fire. There's videos online of people literally committing suicide because they didn't want to die. That's shitty. Oh, also, by the way, you gotta like how, like, some people are like, oh, vegan teacher says, oh, well, if you're a meat eater and you die in 9/11, your life doesn't matter. But then, we did a Clash of Clans, Clash Royale joke on 9/11. Oh, okay, that's better. Yeah, there we go. Don't be. It's like just a joke, just a joke. Like, bruv. I don't care if it's a joke. You don't insult my country, you dirty bitch. What a waste of oxygen. It's the reason why Gene Pool needs a lifeguard. Did I just take 69 damage? This kid was, and the same guy that was like, oh, you weren't alive around there? Yeah, I wasn't alive. It happened in 2001 and I was born in 2005. Yo, yep, you were around. Oh, whoa there. Yo, and 5 plus 2 equals 7? Whoa, that's weird. And you actually are somewhat of a smart person? That would surprise me. Yeah, again, using that guy's logic, since I wasn't born in the since I wasn't alive during the Second World War, I can't feel bad for, the Jews that died, because going to his logic, not mine. I also can't really feel bad for anybody that also died outside of my time. I can only feel bad for the people that died right now, so yeah, according to his logic. This guy's like, dude, imagine trying to advocate for being mature in the comments when clearly you're not. I just blocked him there. Like, I would fight. I would keep fighting in the comments, but I'm just stopping because I don't want to give him a reaction, and I don't want to continue a fight. Like, I could be doing a way better thing. I'd rather be doing, like, algebra homework, if I even had any right now. Like, I'd rather be doing school than fighting with losers, because here's the bad thing with idiots. You cannot convince them to shut the hell up. When they start talking, they never stop. Like, they are bigots. They're the actual definition of bigots. They don't want to change their views, and they think they're right, and they're not subject to opinion. And the same kid also said that many people outside the U.S. think that U.S. are terrorists, and I'm not gonna lie. There are people that think that the U.S. is bad, and I'm also not gonna deny that the United States has done some horrible things. Like internment camps. We've nuked a city. We're the only people in the world that nuked someone. And yeah, that's horrible. And that's gonna stick with us forever. We'll never be able to be, like, excused. People make mistakes. Some of them are unexcusable, though. But the thing that makes me mad is that, like, in my head, he's like, I was thinking in my head, you're justifying that because people think that we're terrorists, it justifies people dying in a plane crash. Okay, so let's apply that logic too. I hate person A. Because I hate them, that justifies them dying. Let's see, for example, I don't like Joe Biden. I don't think he should die. I think he should change. Because he's still a person. Even though I don't agree with him, I'm not gonna say, oh, go die. Same with Mark Zuckerberg. I don't really like him, but I don't think he should die. He shouldn't. He's a person. Oh, you're a person. You're a social justice worker. Well, that's called, like, morality. Have you ever heard of morals? Like, what's right, what's not right? Honestly, man. That's how you... Like, I just blocked them. I didn't want to talk to any of them idiots anymore. Like, I'm being honest right now. When I say I've seen degeneracy, I've seen less degeneracy from Call of Duty. Like, I have seen less degeneracy from Rec Room chats. And those chats, you will be called the most horrible, vile things on the internet. And I cannot believe that Instagram comment section beat it. Ooh, money. I can almost go on all day. I'm like, dude. You know how I make jokes? I have a rule with my jokes. Don't be rude towards a specific group of people. Don't joke about the effing Holocaust. Don't joke about World War II and Holocaust. Don't joke about 9/11. It's like, joke about someone's hairline. Haha, this guy looks stupid. Don't ever joke about 9/11. Like, dude. fact that he's like, oh, well, people outside the US think we're, like, I think he said like a majority, like, that's weird. I don't think, NATO would ever ally themselves with someone they deem terrorists. Let's see, how many countries are in NATO? Let's see, according 30 members. That's a lot of people. Oh, let's also use that guy's logic against him. Okay, so let's see. We think that, you know, he's saying, oh, I guess if you think somebody's negative, it justifies them dying. Yeah, I think, you know, US hates China, you know? We should just kill every Chinese person. Do you see how stupid that sounds? That's, what's called? That's like turning on a T without looking, and then somebody crashing it. Actually, no. That's like, what's it called? That's like you driving drunk, and you crashing, and instead of actually taking effort for your actions, you go up to the beer company and say, bro, you suck. And you start fighting them, even though it was your fault. Oh, black ones. It's like, oh, what do you do? Like, little Minecraft builder? I'm like, yo, guys. I build Minecraft buildings. That makes me a lesser person. Like, dude, I don't care. Run it. I mean, I don't care if you probably see me as woke. I don't talk to degenerates on the internet. That actually made me pissed. Also shows how much our school is failing to teach it. 9/11 was not a thing to joke about. Another thing I also hate seeing is losers that wear the Confederate symbol. Well, that's actually the symbol of the Northern Virginian, coat of arms for the military. People that literally bear a Confederate symbol. You're not a rebel. You're not cool. You literally are a big racist loser. Like, it's not funny. Like, I literally have, like, seen pictures of my friends, some people at my school. I've seen pictures of their, like, phones, and it's just the background of, like, well, a stereotypical Confederate symbol. It's like, dude, did you not go to school? Like, are you not listening? I don't care if I'm not woke. Like, what's it called? There's a lot more things I can be offended against. Okay, how long? It makes me just truly sad to see Americans making fun of 9/11, like just actually though. Tornadoes have killed way less in a year than 9/11 has done. Tornadoes, one of the most feared storms on Earth, can't even come close. A giant column of air that tears up houses cannot come close to 9/11. That's scary. It's literally the reason why airports are like hella secure now. Like, you have to like be patted down and everything. I don't doubt that you could have done that earlier. Like, bruh. That pissed me off, stupid pigs. Losers. Oh, let me explain. So I was on Instagram and these losers posted a joke, a really, really bad joke about 9/11, and I got pissed. And I literally said, hey, it's not a joke, like, in the comments, and they were like, dude, imagine being you, though. And I was actually mad at the insane degeneracy. Like, I've actually never seen worse. That's not something you need to joke about. It's sad. And there are people actually saying funny, haha, funny, and there are people just joking. I have like all, man. I've had kids say, oh, imagine being you. Yeah, imagine being me, who's sympathetic for people that should not have died. Like, imagine me. And people are like, also they're like, imagine not taking a joke. Hey, by the way, theoretical thing. Haha, your grandma died. Ha, yeah. Like, imagine if I made a meme about your freaking, like, imagine you as the viewer, if I made a meme about, like, your relative dying, you wouldn't like that. Just like people that died from 9/11 would not like it when I meme that. It's insensitive. Now, why would I not? It is. Thank you. Please, Madison N. Go to a bakery. Go get yourself a cookie. Thank you. You're the first person all day that, like on the internet that said, oh, that's bad. I've had 5 people comment to me on Instagram that, oh, it's just a joke. Oh, look at me. And you wanna know what's funny? You know what's you know what's really funny? They hide behind stupid profile pictures and their accounts are privated. Like, talk about absolute idiocy. Like, you're acting out here all brave when you have to private your own account. Imagine. And there's nothing wrong with privating your account. Like, imagine being such a big tough guy. Like, you're acting, oh, look at me, I'm awesome. And then you literally just hide behind an account. Like, one was Master Chief. One was like, I don't even know what other ones were, because I don't remember names of idiots around me. Like, 5 people said it was just a funny thing. Thank you so very much. You actually I'm not kidding you. You literally make me feel better that I know there's someone out there that's not, like, a sadist. Or sadist. Like, I must say, I keep saying it over and over again, like, how? Like, how are these people, like, able to even breathe? I mean, I could have said some horrible things like, oh, were you born on the highway? Because that's where the accidents happen. But I didn't. You wanna know why? Because unlike them, I know how to shut my mouth. So, yeah, what I did in the end is I just blocked them all and I restricted them to go on my page. They can't. Because you wanna know a big rule about people like that? You don't fight with losers. Because they're too dumb to even get anything. They're just biased bigots that don't change their views. I'm not saying for about bitter thing. For example, if I ever have, quote, said something offensive, and someone called me out, I'd actually look at that and change my views. I've changed my views. Because I was a jerk back then, but I've changed my views, and I've actually learned a lot from the mistakes, because as a person, as people, we all make mistakes. Yeah, so basically, another thing is that a guy in the comments said that I wasn't alive during that time, so I can't feel sympathetic. So, by the way, yeah, let's use the logic and say that I wasn't alive during the Second World War, so I can't feel sympathy for the Jews. Like, that sounds something stupid. He also says that, bro, it's just a joke. Everybody thinks the U.S. is terrorist. Yeah, I think that I think person A is a terrorist. They should die. I think that innocent person over there that has not been justice or proven guilty is a terrorist. I think you should die. Like, dude, what you're saying is if you think someone's bad, they should die? No, they shouldn't. If someone did something bad, they should be held for trial, and they should be tried. Here's my philosophy is innocent until proven guilty. All people of this earth are born innocent. You are the one that carves your own path, whether it be that of justice or evil. I mean, philosophy. God, I don't know. I love having an actual American in my chat. In the sense that, like, someone who actually, if, like, what's it called, real Americans feel sympathy for the people that they live in, like. So, how's your day been going? Yeah, I always thought that sound was like a golem, but it's not a golem. Yes, platform. I could probably get most of the... Should probably knock out that loose chunk. I'm gonna check if my friends are online. Sorry if it goes blue screen. Imagine having the username Young Retard. Imagine wasting that much time, like, same brain processing power of a potato. Yeah, I reported the Instagram post if you're wondering. Sadly, I don't have hopes that it'll ever be taken down or removed. If it is, I will cry. Honestly, I'll love it. I didn't say anything that bad, but if I get, like, penalized or, like, banned or suspended on Instagram, I'm just gonna outright be mad, because I didn't say any curse words at all. I didn't say anything that's bad. Like, one of my comments is like, imagine being a loser. Another one was like, that's not funny. Another one was like, dude, that's... Yeah, why are people mad? Oh yeah, right, one of the worst ones was like, oh... It happened 20 years ago, get over it. Yeah, those guys are the reason why, like, America's somewhat divided. The reason why people can't even function correctly. Like these stairs. This place is looking fresh. Look at this. I got the outline done. I'm making a giant, like, NPC vault. Hard to explain. Actually, actually going a lot faster than I thought I'd be going. So what's it called? So this is gonna be a giant lobby right here, probably like decorative. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but then there's gonna be like a bunch of NPCs in these little houses. Some almost like a mall. This is a military base, if you don't know. And then we're gonna... That's... Do you play Terraria? Oh, you should come back to my streams, not only because I really want views, but I can help you. I've completed the game many times. Oh, yeah, you're not gonna become unaddicted to Terraria. It's fun. Terraria is hella fun. However, not without its challenges. Terraria can be a little bit challenging. Before hard mode, I suggest you get this, the boomstick. The boomstick is one of the most powerful weapons pre-hard mode. What I'm building with, these are called stone slabs, and they're crafted at the heavy workbench. Oh, there's a gold slime. So when did you get Terraria? I got it in 2014. Yes. Dude, I hate the motos. I don't like the motos, like phones. I had one. That's my first phone. You literally have to have a 30-second startup. Now what's your emergency? Call 911. Hello, moto. 30-second intro. Please dial. Hey, wait, stop. I'm just trying to... Gunshot intensifies. Like, bruv. I don't hate the motos, but like, just, you could buy something better. Oh my God. I have a lot of work ahead of me. Oh my God. How many people you playing with? Oh my god. Yeah, Terraria is stupidly fun with multiplayer. If I were you, so it's a 4-player session. Dude, hats off. That's amazing. Being able to get like 2 people for me is awesome. Honestly, if I were you, another really good tip at Terraria is play journey mode to understand the basics of the game. But if you want to like go on like spoiler free almost somewhat, there's no story, but like spoiler as in like items and bosses, then I would just play normal. That's awesome, dude. I wish I could have that opportunity. If you ever need tips, I am willing to actually talk about that. I love talking Terraria. I've been playing this game for almost, 8 years. Actually, I've been playing this game for 8 years, and I'm gonna go on 9 next year. After all, Terraria is one of the very rare games on Steam that has 9.5, and I've even seen 10 out of 10 ratings, which for a game is actually pretty unheard of. Alright, so a little bit of notes on Terraria. There are 2 types of stages. There's hard mode, and there's pre-hard mode. I am in pre-hard mode. What is hard mode, you might ask? Well, hard mode is a term coined. Well, not really coined. Hard mode occurs after you defeat the wall of flesh. More difficult enemies will spawn. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. To make walls, you have to be behind this. Tips. A few tips. Store your money. Another tip for NPCs, don't build vertical houses, build horizontal houses. And currently at most there are about 25 different NPCs. So if I were you, I'd build a house exactly like this to get all your NPCs. They're not the best houses, but how you build a house, of course, is you take a table, it could be a crafting bench, you need a chair, and it needs to be at least 9 blocks wide and 7 blocks tall. It needs to have a light in it with doors on the side. And that validates a house. So if you build them in like long segments like this, you can actually store it. In fact, if you put 2 more layers on the top, you can have every single NPC in the game. There is a Santa Claus, but I don't really count him as a permanent NPC because he only spawns in December 1st to December 30th, if I'm not wrong. I think the biggest tip I can recommend a player is go to fandom and go to their Wikipedia. That's how I grew, and I, like... Well, is it bad that you built a giant tower? No, it doesn't matter. But anything will work, in my opinion. Longhouses are easier to build, but if you want to build a tower, or if you have, that's no problem. That's just if you want to save time. Another really good tip is build a railway system. Now, there's 2 types of railway systems. There's subterranean and sky rails. If I were you, I'd build a sky rail. If you're more dedicated, you could build an underground rail. Now, do this before you hit hard mode if you want, because hard mode is gonna be hella hard to traverse. Also, when you go in the armor and something like a mini shark, but I prefer a boomstick. Another good one is a phoenix blaster and all stuff. Yeah. Another really good tip is that there's a thing called a lava charm, and what it does is that it allows you to swim up to 7 seconds in lava. It is extremely useful. And speaking of lava in Hellstone, when you're mining Hellstone, you have to be very careful because Hellstone spawns lava when you break it, and that will lead to a lot of death. So if someone has a lava charm, which it's very rare, but if you have it, you should be the one that mines the armor. Or, well, according to Terraria, there are approximately 4,000 plus items and 500 enemies, along with 20 plus bosses. If you see bosses or heard of them such as Orcum, Lepus, Turkur the Ungrateful, ignore those because they've been removed due to all of the platforms being 1.4. 1.4 is the last update, and it is the best update in the game. Yeah, this is the best armor. No, in my opinion, yes, it's gonna be difficult to traverse, but make it. In fact, it's actually, if you're running like 3 people like you are, if there's 4 people in the world, I suggest it be large. I usually run less than 2, but the reason I want it large is because 1, I want more resources, and 2, I just like to have a bigger play box or like sandbox to play in. But it is not a bad thing. But the only bad thing is you just gotta you gotta make a transportation system. But make a railroad in the sky. To make 50 rails, all you need is like 1 iron and a bunch of wood. It's very cheap, by the way. And speaking of iron, another tip is hoard iron. Just absolutely hoard iron. And another good tip is mine other metals to sell them. If I were you, if you're upgrading armor, don't go copper armor, or I should explain to you different tiers. So tier 1 is copper. I'll explain them from worst to bad. So tier 1 is copper and tin. Tin is better than copper. Tier 2 is lead and iron. Lead is better than iron. Tier 3 is silver and tungsten. Tungsten is better than silver. Tier 4 Tier 4 is gold and platinum. Platinum is better. Tier 5 is demonite and crimtane. Neither are better than each other. The second... Let's go. That's... Tier 6 is hellstone. Tier 1 hard mode is cobalt and palladium. Palladium is better. Tier 2 of hard mode is about... What's it called? It's orichallium or mithril. I'm pretty sure mithril is better. Second is adamantium and titanite. No, third... No, that's tier 3 of hard mode. Tier 3 is adamantium and titanium. Titanium is better. And then tier... You could say 4 is chlorophyte. And then after that is luminite, which is the best material in the game. Luminite can craft you mounts that can destroy the earth. Yeah. Another good tip I suggest for Terraria player. So, you know how I said like tier 1 or... So how worlds generate is that it will generate either of one. So there's, for example, copper or tin. For this world, it shows that it would generate tin. So there will be no copper you'll find. The only way to get copper is to go to another world or to use an extractinator. Or just kill slimes, which I don't suggest farming copper that way. Another good tip, keep your copper short stored. You know that one sword you get when you start the game? Keep it. I'm not joking, you can actually use it to craft the best weapon in the game. I'm not trolling, I'm not funny. No, I'm being serious. You can actually craft the best weapon in the game with that. Another thing I do suggest is get the Knight's Edge. It is the best sword you can get in easy mode or pre-hard mode. I'm gonna take a break. That way I can maybe show you around. Plus I want to raid the dungeon. And while I'm raiding the dungeon, I want you to take note. Wait, where the hell did I get that? Alright. So, what's it called? The hardest boss you're gonna face right now is the Wall of Flesh. He has 8,000 HP, and he is pretty tough to beat. You summon him by throwing a guide voodoo doll in lava while the guide is active. Doing this will kill the guide. So if you like the guide, in order to complete the game, I'm sorry. This, you know about life crystals, I'm assuming. By the way, if you want to summon a goblin army, or if you want to summon any invasion, which is an event, you must have 200 plus health and a certain amount of defense. So this is a large world. So something like this is a spiderweb cave. Spiders will spawn everywhere in these things. They're very good for cloth, which can be used for beds, and then in turn that is a spawn point. This is a mushroom biome. In my opinion, every time you come across these mushroom biomes, gather every mushroom, because in the later game you can actually use these to make shroomite. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, these glowing mushrooms are extremely good. You gotta get your hands on them. Back then, it was lucky. Like back then, like a mushroom biome, like, I'm marking it off right now. Like that circle, this is how big mushroom biomes were, like a few years ago. They have literally sextupled their size. These mushrooms can make something called shroomite, and it's very good. Shroomite is expensive, so that's why I suggest that if you were to want shroomite, you should definitely hoard your mushrooms. You can... Oh yeah, those are good. Back then, it was lucky if you walked out of those like 200 mushrooms. Now you can walk out with like at least half a stack of them. Another tip, if you want to... Now, there's two ways you can play the game. You play it casual, like what I'm doing right now, or you can just play it more like or like speedy run it, for lack of a better word. So I'm taking it casual. I'm building bases, and the reason I'm doing this is because hard mode can be a pain to people. That's why I actually have a rail cart. Again, if I were you, if you want to get the game done faster, I suggest you put the rail cart in the air. Yeah. This is the dungeon. The dungeon is very important. Now, you'll find an old man here. And once you find him, you need to... Wherever he is. Wherever he went. Yeah, he's right here. That's the Claudier. So, if you try to go into this... You probably found this out already, but if you try to go into this dungeon without defeating Skeletron, you will die by the Guardian. And this... The thing that guards these dungeons is actually the toughest thing in the game. You can't even... Well, it's hard to kill them even if you have maxed items. Oh, better put my armor on before I look like an idiot. So these are spikes. I'm getting absolutely nailed by spikes right now. Oh, and apparently they've... Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm removing the spikes. And, yeah, it's a little bit hard, but honestly... Oh, so, I suggest you have at least full platinum armor or whatever you have. In my opinion, a really good potion to have are these right here. These two potions. Potion of Recharge, which is rare in hell. But if you can find them, it's good. And these are Iron Skin. If you pair Iron Skin with regen, they can really be your best friend. In fact, that's how I beat the game for the first time. Is I usually just spammed potions of regen. And I spam potions of, what's it called? Iron Skin. And they will be your best friend if you use them. Now, potions are hard to get into, so I suggest you try to research them. I don't really do potions myself, and I'm an 8-year-old player. Like, I've been playing this game for 8 years. So yeah, I don't really do this when I go into my dungeon, but I'm just removing spikes because as a pre-hard mode player, I'm pretty weak to spikes. I can, like, watch, if I die, look how much of my health is gone. No, there's a few seconds to that. Yeah. God, I'm an idiot. Another thing is, if you can get Terra Spark boots, I do not suggest you get them all for your friends. Not because I'm like, oh, do it yourself, but like because Terra Spark boots are really difficult to get. You need a Lava Charm, which is a 1 in 70 chance of being found in shacks. Luckily with you, there should be at least 1 in your world. 2 if you're lucky. Oh, I'm about to die. You're really fun to talk to, by the way. The dungeon is very tough, and you'll find these things called water candles. Water candles are very nice for farming. They actually increase the spawn of enemies. And if you like to farm mobs, you can actually use this. There's a another thing is that there's an AFK farm. I'm not gonna tell you to build it because I can't. But one person that has built a really good AFK farm is Happy Days, and I suggest you look him up. He's a very good Terraria player. He's very known within the community. Another one is Chippy Gaming and all that stuff. They are really nice within the community. I like them. They're pretty kind. Oh, watch out when you're in the dungeon because there's water traps that are a pain. Oh, there's one right now. See it? Scared to go over this. Do I have blocks? Watch this. See, and that's exactly what. There you go, and it leads into a pit of spikes, and then boom, you're dead. I hate those traps. Yeah, I've died to these traps because I did not expect them to be there. These traps are really bad. If you fall in, just pray that you live to see the another day. So I'm basically baby-proofing the dungeon right now. Yeah, if you don't die to the spikes, you'll die to drowning. And spikes do a hell of a lot of damage. Dude, I'm even scared right now. These are very new. Oh, by the way, watch out for those. Those are called. Oh, my manic. Wait, what oh, there. This. Oh, it's a very good thing. This is a shield. Get this shield. Are you tired of getting pushed around by those bullies out there? Well, get the cobalt shield. Because when you equipped it, nobody will be able to cause knockback. It's a very useful tool. If you think these are bad, wooden spikes are worse. Yes. Also, you also really want to look for a sword known as the Mirasma. It's used to craft the Knight's Edge, which is also used to craft the Terror Blade, which is also used to craft the best weapon in the game. You know, whatever. Just loot everything. Actually, I don't want this. Get that out of my inventory. Water walking potion. That's really useful. Here, read that. Provides the ability to walk on water, honey, and lava. I can walk on all three of those liquids. And I'm not even hard mode yet. Oh, by the way, this is like a gambling. This is like a gambling potion. I really like talking to you. Wait, what? Oh! Oh, look, I trapped it! I trapped the blazing wheel! Yoink! There it goes. Goodbye. That was actually kind of funny. I like that. I'd never done that before. Yeah, so this is the dungeon. Dungeons can spawn in... Oh. Dungeons can spawn in either pink, blue, or green. I got a blue dungeon. Oh, a tally counter. Well, for a few amount of seconds, I could swim in it for about 7 seconds, and then I start taking damage. If you want to be immune to lava, you can drink an obsidian skin potion, one of the best potions in the game. Oh, by the way, another tip is go through hell. If you go through hell, you can, and break all the pots, you can actually get, like, a platinum coin. So, another tip I should do is 100 copper coins is a silver coin, 100 silver coins is a gold coin, and 100 gold coins is a platinum coin. Platinum coins are obviously the most currency. They are very, very hard to get for newcomers. Oh, I got a blue moon. It's a broken one, though. Get scythed, boy. Alright, I'm gonna show you why you should get the boomstick. Ready? Also, this is called Demon Sight, so you can literally just... Easy. Oh, if you think that's bad, I can literally... they're the best weapon in the game. You could just, like, click. Like, you could slip... I'm not kidding, your finger could slip and you can one-shot him without any chance. This is actually nothing compared to the end game boss called the Moonlord. Thank you. I'm just gonna take the Demonite and I'm gonna sell this stuff. It's called Demonite. Now, if you have oh yeah, right. Corruption. Do you have the pink evil or do you have the red evil? The red evil is called Crimson, and the purple one is called Corruption. Corruption is better. It's better to navigate, and it's just not a pain. Crimson's just a big old pain. Oh, by the way, if you find the dungeon slime, kill them. Because they have gold keys and they always drop. Oh, good, you have the better corruption. You have what's known as the corruption. The corruption is way better than the crimson. Well, in terrain. Fine. Ugh. You are cultured. I just can't take the... I'm not gonna lie. Corruption's got some sick music. My god, what? What? What is that range, my guy? I hate curse skulls. God. Yeah, dude, I almost want to say that Fishron is probably tougher than Moonlord. Fishron is literally what happens when you give a child, like, Coke. Homie, like, Duke Fishron's just on, like, Roid Rage or something. I've never fought Duke Fishron on Master Mode, and I probably will not, because that is some hellishly scary stuff. Say goodbye, goodbye. Oh, Master Mode is basically if you have a death wish and you want to prove yourself worthy of being a Terrarian. Master Mode, triple the health, triple the damage. Literally, it's literally OP. Like, the odds are stacked against you. If I were you, you know, maybe like and subscribe for a Master Mode playthrough? Question mark? Oh. Yeah, I agree. Oh, by the way, this is called a Biome Chest. You can actually find these in the jungle. There's Jungle, Winter, Crimson, or Corruption, which I like the Crimson Chest better. Because you get lifesteal knives. Yeah. I'm a 14. I joined it a little bit late. Ooh, slime's falling from the sky. Slime is falling from the sky. Oh, this is easy. Oh. Oh wait, never mind. I have a cobalt shield on. Shadow key. I always take more than one of. In my opinion, take more than one of item. Take more than one of an item. That way, if you have a buddy that wants to get on, maybe leech some of your stuff. I'm not saying your buddies are leeches. You sound like actual good people. But anyway, you get the joke. If you want to, you can give some away. Plus, oh, by the way, you should always go to the ocean. Aim for these bad boys. They allow you to walk on water. So if you want these, you'll never have to drink a water walking potion again. Oh, and you can craft them with a lava rose, which is somewhat a little bit difficult to find now. And a lava charm, and you can make lava waders. And once you get the waders, it's pretty much easy game. I remember when I actually, on my old, like, OG world. Oh my god, I'm being an idiot. I actually flooded my entire dungeon on my old world. Like, it sucks I'm going slow with the dungeon raid. But honestly, if I take it slow and I remove the spikes, it'll help me for long. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Oh, well, actually, I don't even know how. I think I drained the ocean into it, because if you don't know, on each side of the Terraria world, well, I actually repurposed the dungeon into a water plant, so I drained all the water and it started draining in there, but I don't think, like, I think at least half the dungeon. Oh, yeah, right. I know that. I played it. Oh, before I say that, it looks like there's a dead end, but there's actually not. You just gotta mine through this. Yeah, I know that. They actually did the co-op in the Terraria a few months ago. Squirt, 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 squirt. Squirt, 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 squirt. Oh, this thing's weak. That's why I don't use it. Yeah, I actually have used the seed, but I didn't get far on my iPad because I got bored on Terraria iPad. The reason I use the seed is actually because my iPad, I got it like around my birthday. I typed in my birth date for 2021, and I wanted to see what seed I would get, and I got this seed, and it's a very nice seed. I love it. Oh, there goes another one. No one's dropping a golden key. Yeah, that's just something they pull up. I'm more of a solo guy. Get moist, get moist, get moist, get moist. I'm moistening these guys up. Moist, moist. Moist. I know. Moist, 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 moist. God, that's so stupid. I usually never use this weapon because it's dumb. Moist, 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 moist. Moist. Oh. Moist, 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 moist. Ride the moisture. Ah, cancel me. Moist, 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 get wet. Moist. Oh. Panicking. Torch. Light, 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 light. Oh, I have a lot of spikes. I could literally just coat my entire base with spikes. Can you imagine if, like, I actually... You know what? I know it's a stupid, douchey prank, but instead of, like, trolling, like... Instead of, like, destroying someone's base, I could literally just go to their base and replace the floors with spikes. Do you know how sucky that would be? Dude, that'd be the suckiest removal ever. Oink. Oh, wow. I got a claw. Another tally. Get moist. Mirasma. It's a legendary too. Stop moisting. Get moist, dude. Actually, gonna take a break. I'm sorry. Bye.